Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your boy Killer Kill TV, aka the Do Rag King. Chest that's for you, your crew, back with some more reactions. We got top 10 events that could have ended the world by Watch Mojo. Check it out.
Did you hear? Drink.
Lord of the Rings, classic.
I heard a good deal about a ring and a dark lord and something about the end of the world.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
Classic.
And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 events that could
Hope you guys had a good day today, man. Had a great day streaming today, man. Had a great day streaming.
Is about to be destroyed.
That movie, Don't Look Up, was a really good movie. It was just long as shit. Like, when they finally told them like that the world is ending, I swear the movie should have ended there. We should have never seen where the movie was like the asteroid and shit like that. Like, at that point, I was kind of falling asleep and that shit just started getting boring. You know what I mean? Still a cool movie though.
We'll be looking at historical events
Definitely
that could have
funny.
had a devastating impact on the world and its inhabitants, but thankfully did not. Which of these stories do you find the most shocking? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, let me know in the comments below what y'all think that is crazy.
Chernobyl, 1986. If it
Chernobyl.
wasn't for the quick thinking and incredible heroism of the response team, who knows what could have happened with Chernobyl? In the early morning of April 26, 1986, a reactor at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded and sent fatal amounts of radiation hurling into the atmosphere.
The chain of disaster is now complete.
Ain't that the shit that blew up like the whole, like, you can't even go to the city type shit? And like there's like ghosts or some shit there. Like, I think this is the place.
The USSR and Eastern Europe were hit by dangerous radioactive fallout, and the immediate surrounding area became uninhabitable. Nearby cities were completely evacuated, and a
Wait, is it
massive
real?
effort involving 500,000 people and the equivalent of $68 billion worth of cleanup was immediately launched.
Damn.
Time to go. After 90 seconds, I will ring a bell. When you hear it, return immediately.
Is this a movie?
Put your shovels in the bin and proceed down the hallway for decontamination.
The reactor is currently enclosed within the Chernobyl new safe confinement, and cleaning efforts continue to this day.
Really?
This was the workplace accident to end all workplace accidents. Number 9. 4581 Asclepius.
The hell is that?
1989. Turns out the 80s wanted to kill us all.
I'm about
An
to
asteroid
say,
known as
Chernobyl,
4581
this shit.
Asclepius was discovered by astronomers Henry Holt and Norman Thomas on March 31st, 1989.
Spinning through the desolate vacuum of space, bigger than an aircraft carrier, and closing at 46,000 miles an hour.
They also discovered that the asteroid had nearly hit us. Just over a week earlier, Asclepius came within just 425,000 miles of Earth.
1989, we escaped this grisly fate by 6 hours.
Unfortunately,
Damn.
detecting approaching asteroids is very
That's fucking
difficult,
crazy.
and this one managed
That's
to
fucking
sneak
crazy.
by the late 80s detecting systems. In the words of Holt, on the cosmic scale of things, that was a close call. If Asclepius did manage to slam into Earth, its damage would be the equivalent of a 600 megaton atom bomb.
Damn.
To put that into
fucking
perspective,
crazy.
the bomb dropped in Hiroshima released just 15 kilotons of energy.
That's one Hiroshima-type blast every second for 50 days.
Number 8. Igniting the atmosphere,
crazy.
1945. Everyone was desperate to end World War II, resulting in the Manhattan Project and the creation of the atomic bomb.
Now, gotta come down out of the clouds, gentlemen, and get into the business of winning a war.
There were a few problems with this. For one thing, some calculations posited a horrifying reality: that the bomb could quite literally ignite the atmosphere and destroy life on Earth through something called runaway fusion. Retests and further studies proved that this was probably impossible, but the threat.
Wait, is this like a fuck?
nevertheless
Is this like a
remained.
bomb?
And the worst part of all, no one but the scientists knew about this world-ending possibility.
Wait, is this like a bomb?
Hey, Oppenheimer! Oppenheimer! You ought to stop playing God. You because you are not good at it, and the position is taken.
They and the military
Oh,
officials
shit.
went through with the tests, knowing that no matter how small, there was a possibility.
That's that same bomb that made Godzilla. That's that same shit. Well, quote unquote, a Godzilla as whatnot. Cause ain't that like the atomic bomb that they were testing like in the Philippines or some shit? Ain't that, I think that's the same bomb that he just said, that the atomic bomb shit.
That their bomb could destroy the world.
Yeah.
Number 7, solar flare, 2012. The world was supposed to end in 2012.
You sure it's tomorrow?
Afraid so?
Wait, what?
Right at dawn, the entire planet.
That was a crazy year though.
Maybe
We all thought that
this
shit was
is what
ending.
they
They ain't gonna
meant.
cap.
In July of that year, the sun experienced a massive solar storm. It was the most powerful storm in over a century, and it emitted something called a coronal mass ejection, known as the CME. This is essentially an
The
enormous
sun was
beam of
coming?
magnetized plasma.
An average CME travels at about 1 million miles per hour and weighs around 2 trillion tons.
The sun fired a CME directly into Earth's orbit. on
Like, what's
July
stopping the
23rd,
sun from like blowing up
2012.
or some shit?
But Earth had luckily passed that
Like,
exact area of space just one
what if the
week
sun just
earlier?
magically
If
just
Earth had
wanted to
been
blow
hit,
up?
We would have experienced a
What,
catastrophic
like,
blackout
what's
that
stopping the
sent
sun from
back
doing that
into the
shit?
Dark Ages.
If we have a really big one, you can have a very strong aurora, but then it can affect satellites and power grids.
By some estimates, it would have taken years and approximately $2 trillion to fix the damage.
Damn.
Number 6, the Bonilla Comet, 1883. On August 12, 1883, Mexican astronomer Jose Bonilla saw something strange while observing the sun. According to him, hundreds of dark objects began crossing in front of the star, and he managed to take a few photographs. Unfortunately, these mystery objects were hand-waved away by the astronomy community
Of
as
course.
mere birds.
Am I to
Of course.
understand correctly that after all of the information you've received today, the decision you're making is to sit tight and assess?
But were they?
Those birds are getting awfully close.
In 2011, the National Autonomous University
I seen
of
Greenland
Mexico
was a crazy
theorized
movie.
that the
Greenland was
objects
crazy.
may have been fragments of a comet.
The hell is that?
They estimate that over 3,000 fragments passed by Earth over 2 days, some of which came within just 400 miles. Astronomer Hector Mantarola theorizes that if these fragments
Damn.
had hit Earth, it would have resulted in an extinction-level event. And they thought it was
Damn.
just geese. Number 5, the Chicxulub Impact, 66 million BCE.
Oh, we was
This
dead. We weren't
asteroid
even there
had the
anyway.
power to destroy the dinosaurs. If we were on Earth back then, it would have easily wiped us out too.
90 minutes after impact,
Damn.
the temperature on the ground in Mongolia peaks at 150 degrees Celsius.
As everyone knows, an asteroid slammed into Earth 66 million years ago and wiped out the dinosaurs. The massive asteroid struck off modern-day Mexico with a force upwards of 900 billion atomic bombs.
Shit.
Yes, 900 billion. The impact
Atomic
changed
bomb.
the very climate of
Bombs.
Earth, with its resulting nuclear winter causing 3/4 of all life to go extinct.
The plants, starved of sunlight, would have died. The largest animals ran out of food remarkably quickly. The creatures that scavenged them, eventually, they had nothing to feed on either.
This only proves the
Damn.
tenuous nature of life. At any time, a giant asteroid can destroy us with a force of 900 billion Hiroshimas.
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Number 4, the wind scale
That's
fire,
fucking crazy.
1957. The wind scale disaster is England's Chernobyl. On October 10th, 1957, a fire broke out in England's Windscale facility, releasing large amounts of radioactive fallout into the atmosphere.
There was a high reading. The meter reading went right up to the top, and this was quite alarming, and we came back into the house.
The fire burned for 3 whole days and dispersed large amounts
Damn.
of cancer-causing iodine-131 throughout the United Kingdom. Like Chernobyl, This event was significantly covered up and downplayed by the British government.
But Harold
Yeah.
Macmillan told them full disclosure.
As
of
always,
the
government
exchange of
always covering
nuclear
up some
information
shit.
with America.
It was a political judgment, and after all, who was I to argue with the Prime Minister on a political judgment?
Some things never change. Windscale was considered the worst nuclear disaster in history at the time and directly caused hundreds of cancer deaths.
It was so startling that there are all these people with leukemia that we began to think about the plant.
Luckily, the fire was extinguished before it spread even more harmful radioactivity throughout the atmosphere. Number 3. The Cuban Missile Crisis, 1962. October of 1962 is the closest that the world has ever come to nuclear war. Ballistic missiles were found all over the globe, with America placing some in Turkey and Italy. In retaliation,
Damn.
the Soviet Union pointed missiles at America from Cuba. Both countries anticipated nuclear war, and President Kennedy was forced to create the Executive Committee of the National Security Council.
In that sense, missiles in Cuba
yeah.
add to an already clear and present danger.
They advised Kennedy to invade Cuba and start a war, but he decided on a more diplomatic approach. He quarantined Cuba and demanded that its nuclear missiles be dismantled.
To halt this offensive buildup, a strict quarantine on all offensive military equipment under shipment to Cuba is being initiated.
Following some tense
Damn.
negotiations, America and the Soviet Union reached a deal in which each country would dismantle their missiles.
The Soviet government has ordered the dismantling of weapons in Cuba, as well as their crating and return to the Soviet Union.
By deciding
That's
not to
fucking
invade
crazy.
Cuba, Kennedy basically saved the world. Number 2. Soviet Nuclear False Alarm Incident, 1983. If there's
Damn, the
one
80s
single
is trying to
person
kill
we owe the
us,
world
no
to,
cap.
It's Stanislav Petrov. The famous false alarm incident occurred on September 26, 1983. The early warning system of the Soviet Air Defense Forces was activated. Indicating that 5 American missiles were headed towards the Soviet Union.
The siren sounded very loudly, and I just sat there for a few seconds.
Boy
staring
started,
at the
boy
screen
started to
with the
start a
word
war with us,
"launch"
boy.
displayed in bold red letters.
Instigating
Petrov
that
suspected a
niggas.
false alarm, but he
Instigating
had a
ass
decision to
niggas.
make.
Who the
Either
fuck was
inform
doing that
high command
shit?
and launch a retaliatory attack,
Instigating ass
or
niggas.
ignore his orders, do nothing, and hope that his instincts were right. The fact we're still here tells us what he did.
And then I made my decision. I would not trust the computer. I picked up the telephone handset, spoke to my superiors, and reported that the alarm was false.
As it turns out, the warning system malfunctioned and erroneously displayed American missiles where there were none. Essentially, nuclear war was prevented by one man with the steely nerves of a god.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our
Damn, that's fucking crazy though. That man motherfucking saving the world, bruh. Motherfucking man saving the world. Appreciate you, my boy. Hey, my boy. Hey, gotta fit the Henny for you right there at the car. I got you, my boy. If he's still alive though. Rest in peace. Definitely rest in peace.
Number 1. Comet Hyakutake, 1996.
Oh shit, the
great
year after I
comet
was born?
of 1996 was observed the world over, and its bluish-green light could easily be seen with the naked eye. That's because
Really?
it was incredibly close to Earth. So close that it very nearly wiped us all out.
Sweet mother of God.
What?
The comet was officially
But I thought-
discovered on January 31st.
I thought comets
and could be seen
were
with the
like
naked eye by March.
harmful.
Been seen in these
Nah, they're
parts
not
for
harmful.
roughly 18
I thought it was only meteorites that were harmful, not comets though. Or comets and are comets and asteroids the same thing? What the fuck?
1,000 years. This week, a speeding, luminous comet promises to light up the northern sky again.
In terms of earthly distances, the comet was nowhere near us, passing by about 9 million miles away. By comparison, the moon is only about 240,000 miles away. But on the cosmic scale, this was practically right next door. In fact, it was one of the closest comets to pass by Earth in over 200 years.
You guys
Damn.
discovered a comet? That's so dope.
I have a tattoo of a shooting star on my back.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out.
Damn, man. As always, man, it's your boy Kellyco TV, aka the Do-Rag King. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace out. Oh, don't forget to subscribe as well.